Say Selenium Class 7 Overview of Java Part 2. Yesterday we discussed Overview of Java Language Part 1. In that first topic, what is Java? Next, why Java for Selenium? Next, third one, Java language fundamentals or Java language basics. Next, that Java language fundamentals. Incomplete. Observe Jyotirmai. Java language fundamentals. We discussed some language fundamentals in brief, Jyotirmai. I already told tomorrow onwards we will discuss each and every concept in detailed manner. First we discussed comments. Contribute Jyotirmai, comments, data types. Next, Pavani, contribute.
Modifiers.
Modifiers, sequence. Modifiers. Next, variables.
Operate.
Just a minute. Next, operators.
Control flow statements.
Just a minute. Operators. Next, Java control flow statements. Control flow statements. See, we have three types of control flow statements. Yesterday we discussed two types. Third type to discuss. See, first one, conditional statements. Conditional statements. I think only one we discussed. Next, B, loop statements. We need to discuss loop statements.
Yes, sir.
Next, third one, branching statements. Branching statements. Okay. Say, first I am taking loop statements. Say 6B. 6B, loop statements. See, you take any programming language or scripting language, you can find minimum three types of flow control statements: conditional, loop, and branching statements. Syntax may vary from one language to another. Okay, first I am taking loop statements. What is the purpose of loop statements? Used for repetitive execution. Suppose if you want to repeat your code multiple times, okay, if it is test script or general program, if you want to repeat the code multiple times, then you can use loop statements. See, in our software test automation, we use loop statements for repetitive execution, particularly in data driven testing. Okay, used for repetitive execution. Next, four types of loop structures in Java. One is for loop, second one while loop, third one do while loop, next fourth one enhanced for loop. Suppose VB script, we use VB script in UFT, formerly QTP. In VB script also we have four loop structures. for loop, next while when loop, next do loop, do while one structure, do until another structure, next for each next loop. Here also same four, for loop, while loop, do while loop, and enhanced for loop. First three loops purpose almost all same. Fourth loop some different. For first three loops we use scalar variables. Scalar variable means general variable for storing one value at a time. Value may vary. Array variable means for storing series of values. Here in Java, array is not variable. Array means for storing series of values based on the size of array. Okay. See, observe, used for repetitive execution. See, four loop structures in Java. What are the four loop structures? One is for loop. Just a minute. One is for loop. Next, while loop. Next, do while loop. Next, fourth one is enhanced for loop. For enhanced for loop, we use arrays. Okay. Okay, now Sirisha, brief introduction about loop statements.
Yes, sir.
Your voice is very low. Try to increase the volume. Vijay, can you hear me, Vijay? Vijay, you disconnect and connect again. I think your voice system is not working. Hello? Vijaya, are you following Vijaya?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Next, come to this one. Branching statements. Branching statements. What are branching statements? Branching statements are used to transfer control to another point in the code. How to use branching statements, how to use loops, how to use conditional statements, we will discuss in practical chapters. Just a theoretical approach. Branching statements are used to transfer control to another point in the code. Java branching statements are defined by the three keywords break, continue, and return. Okay, observe. Branching statements. Just a minute. Are used to transfer control to another point in the code. Next, just a minute. Just a minute. Java branching statements. Java branching statements are defined by the three keywords. Three keywords. What are the three keywords? Break. Say Java keywords are reserved words. For example, if, for, while, int, etc. Java keywords are small letters. And one more thing, Java is case sensitive language. See, break, next, continue, and return. Okay, observe. One is break. Break, next, continue, next, return. Okay. Observe Vijaya. Java is case sensitive language. All Java keywords are small letters. And one more thing, for messages and variable names, if we use uppercase, you can use uppercase, but case sensitive. Every time you need to use those words upper only. Observe, Sirisha. Suppose VB script, Visual Basic Scripting Edition, not case sensitive. Not case sensitive. Means there is no difference between uppercase and lowercase values. For example, observe dim, dimension for declaring variables, dim, a, no semicolon like formalities. Suppose a equal to 10, next, Msgbox is built-in function for displaying the output, a. Observe, Vijaya, is it correct or incorrect? Will it show?
Correct, sir.
Correct. Why? VB script is not
VB
case sensitive
script.
language. See, declaration time
Yes,
we
sir.
used small letter. Value assignment time we used small letter. But displaying time we are using capital letter. No, it will show correct output only, 10. Okay. Suppose if it is this one, Java. Java is case sensitive. Case sensitive. Observe, suppose int a semicolon, correct one. Suppose a equal to 10 semicolon, correct. Suppose print statement, system, don't concentrate on this one, we will discuss later. System dot println dot out of a.
Incorrect.
Incorrect. Why?
It's a case sensitive.
Case sensitive. Case sensitive. Just a minute. Incorrect. And one more thing, observe Vijaya. Suppose int is keyword a. Is it correct or incorrect, Vijaya?
Incorrect, sir.
Correct. You can use capital letters for your variable names. That is user defined now.
Yes, sir.
But Try to use small letters only, but you can use, suppose A equal to 10 semicolon, suppose system print. This one also correct. Correct declaration. Observe Sirisha, int, just a minute. Int A. Is it correct or incorrect, Sirisha? Pavani.
Incorrect, sir.
Why?
That int you mentioned in capitals, sir.
Yes, that keyword. So,
Keyword int.
incorrect. Incorrect. Observe, Pavani. Suppose print statement, print on console. Suppose I am going to print one message within double quotes, system.println out Selenium testing. Is it correct or incorrect, Pavani?
Correct, sir.
Correct only. Why? Messages you can use uppercase, no issue. And one more thing, observe. Here, I followed Java syntax. System, S capital na?
Yes.
S capital. Here, the system is predefined class. For classes, we use capital letter for first letter. That we will discuss later. Anyhow, println is object. We use a small letter. Out is method, small letter only. Next, same way, suppose Selenium testing, semicolon. It is also correct.
Correct.
Correct. Did you understand the case sensitive concept, Pavani?
Yes, sir.
Some more concepts also there, Java syntax rules, that we will discuss tomorrow. Okay, branching statement. Next, come to next one, seventh one, string handling in Java. String handling. String handling in Java. Observe Jyoti, string handling. What is string? What is string? Sequence of characters written in double quotes. You take any programming language. Sequence, observe Jyotirmai, character is different, string is different. What is the difference? Characters means alphabets, na, ABCDs. But string may contain alphabets, numeric, alphanumeric combination, and a special character star greater than like symbols also. Getting this point?
Yes.
See, and one more thing, in our test automation, most of the time we work with strings. So string is very important for our test automation. Okay, anyhow it is programming concept, but string is very important. Why? Whenever we read data from application objects, means edit boxes or some other elements, then computer program considers the data as string. Suppose if you read customer name from application edit box, that is string only. You need to, suppose according to your requirements, you need to what is that one, compare the string, you can compare. Okay, observe string, sequence. sequence of characters written in double quotes. Written in double quotes. Next, string may contain string may contain alphabets. Next, numeric, only alphabets possible. Next, only numeric or alpha-numeric combination or alpha-numeric and special characters. Alpha-numeric and special characters. Okay. Examples. General examples. Observe Jyotirmayi. General examples within double quotes. Selenium. Yes, it is string. Okay, we used alphabets, all uppercase. Yes, you can use, no issue. Suppose selenium. Yes, suppose selenium. Some uppercase, some lowercase. Yes, you can use. Next, suppose India 1, 2, 3 alphanumeric. Yes. Suppose only 1, 2, 3. Suppose if you don't write double quotes, that is 1, 2, 3 integer. If you use 1, 2, 3 within double quotes, string only. Next, suppose India 1, 2, 3 symbols, etc. Okay, now Vijay, are you following strings?
Yes, sir.
Any confusion? String may contain
No, sir, I'm good.
alphabets, numeric and alphanumeric special characters also. Okay, next come
Yes.
to next topic, arrays. Arrays in Java. Just a minute. Arrays. Arrays in Java. Observe Vijaya, generally array, suppose in C language, array is variable.
Yes, sir.
Basically, we have two types of variables. Scalar variables means general variable. Means for storing one value at a time, value may vary throughout the execution. Next, array variables in C language, for storing series of values at a time based on size of the array, values may vary. Next, in VB script also, array is variable only. Scalar variables, array variables. In Perl script also, scalar variables, array variables, and one more category available in Perl, hash variables, that is different. Scalar variables, array variables. But in Java, array is object. We already discussed. Java is object-oriented programming language. Everything is object in Java except primitive data types. String is object, array also object. But you can use array object as like array variable usage in C language, that we will discuss later. Observe, generally array is a collection of similar type of elements. Observe this point, Vijaya, similar type of elements. Suppose if it is VB script array, you can add different types of elements. For example, I created one array with size 4. Suppose I can enter two integers, one character and one date type data, etc. Different data types, but not in Java. Suppose if you create integer type array, here data type explicit declaration. If you create integer type array, enter integer type values only. Anyhow, you can get more clarity in arrays practical chapter. Suppose if you create character type array, enter characters only. Suppose array size 10. You can enter 10 character values, not other type. Getting this point, Sirisha? Generally, array is a collection of similar type of elements. Next, in Java, array is an object that contains elements of similar data types. Next, Java array is index based. Index starts from 0. When we use index, that we will discuss in practical chapter. Next, the length of an array is established when the array is created. Length size synonyms, and array length is fixed. Next, each item in an array is called as element. Sirisha, what is the problem? You are not responding? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can hear
Okay,
you.
cool.
I'm following.
Okay.
Yeah.
Generally, observe the points, Pavani. Generally, array, just a minute. Array is a collection.
Correct.
Array is a collection of similar type of elements. Next point, in Java, array is an object. Array is an object that contains similar type elements of similar data types. Elements of similar data types. See, next point, Java array is index based. Index starts from 0. Where we use index, that we will discuss in practical chapter. Index is very important. Java array is index. Just a minute. Index based. Index starts from not 1. Index starts from 0. Next, the length of array means size.
Fixed.
The length of array is established when the array is created. When the array is created. And one more point, and array length is fixed. Observe Jyotirmayi, in Java language, observe this, remember this point, in Java language array length is fixed. For example, in VB script, we have dynamic arrays also. If you create dynamic array, you can change the array length throughout the execution. Suppose first part first portion of the code, some 10, second portion of the code 15 like. But Java is fixed. Any queries, Jyotirmai?
No, sir. Good, thank you.
Welcome. Next, each item in an array is called element. See, each item in an array is called as element. Element. Okay, this is the brief introduction about Vijay. I think Vijay is not responding. Vijay. Hello. Okay. Vijay, hello?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, cool. Did you understand the concept?
Ha, sir.
Okay, cool. Say. Next point. Observe Smriti Pandey. You need to guide me. Smriti Pandey. Observe.
Yes.
IO operations. IO stands for IO operations.
Input and output operations.
Yes. And file handling.
Yes.
File handling. These two are combined topics. IO operations and file handling. Observe the java.io package. What is package? How to use predefined classes, that we will discuss later. Just remember the java.io.package, that is predefined, contains classes, predefined classes to perform input and output operations. See, observe Java. This is project name, means predefined. .io, it is package name. Okay, java.io package is predefined. Package contains classes, nothing but programs to perform input and output operations. Input and output operations. Observe Smriti Pandey, what are the important operations?
Yes, sir.
Read data using input devices. How to read, that we will discuss in practical chapter. Read data using input devices. Next, read data. Just a minute. Read data using files, or read data from files. Next, display data on computer console. Next, write data to files. Reading from files, write to files. See, these are the important operations that we will discuss later. Next, one more thing, observe Smriti Pandey.
Yes, sir.
Handling that notepad like flat files. You can use file class, how to create file object and how to handle flat files, that I will explain in file handling in Java practical chapter. Observe, using Java, double quotes only for understanding purpose, but don't use double quotes in programs. Using Java file class, we can handle flat files, or you can say text files. What is flat file? File which doesn't have any format. Example, notepad. Suppose Excel has format. Why Java is providing built-in class only for notepad? Okay, for handling other files we can download third-party jar files and use. Why they are focusing more on flat files? Observe, Srisha. Observe. Suppose if you install operating system Windows 7 or Windows 10, you no need to install notepad software separately, na? It is part of OS, na?
Yes, sir.
But if you want to work with Excel or Word, you need to install, or they also part of operating system.
We have to install.
Install. See, notepad is part of operating system.
Operating system.
Means
Yes, sir.
that real-time term is that OS distribution. Part. Suppose calculator, some games, all are part of OS distribution. Okay, if you want to see, observe, I will find the note. If we want to work with Excel, Word, etc. files, then we need to download third party Java archive files, jar files, and add to Java project. Any confusion, Vijaya?
No, sir, I'm good.
Suppose if you want to handle notepad in Java, how to handle? If you want to handle notepad in Java, how to handle? Suppose reading notepad or writing notepad, or read data from notepad for data driven testing. Example. Suppose if you want to handle notepad like text files, using built-in class of Java, file class, you create object or instance of the class in file. Using file class, we can handle. Suppose if you want to work with Excel files, no predefined class or no built-in class available in Java, but so many third-party jar files available in internet free of cost. Download third-party jar files and add to Java project, then you can work with Excel files. Suppose Word, download Word jars, add. PDF, portable document format, download and add. Any confusion, Vijaya?
No, sir, I'm good.
Okay. Vijay Bhairappa, are you following?
Sir.
Your voice is very low. Try to increase the volume and try to use proper voice devices at least by tomorrow. Next, come to next language element, important one. Observe, concentrate. Java methods. See, in our training program, actually this Java methods topic takes nearly 4 hours, practical chapter. User defined methods 2 hours, predefined methods approximately 2 hours, total 4 hours. Important. First I will provide theoretical approach, then practical. First one, what is method? What is method? Set of statements to perform an operation. Set of statements or steps to perform an operation. Next, why methods? Observe Jyotirmayi. Why methods?
Yes, sir.
Methods are used for code reusability. Jyotirmayi. Suppose you are writing programs, whenever you find code modularity, means suppose whenever you want to use same code again and again, or you can say whenever you want to perform same operations multiple times, then you can create methods and call methods. Getting this point, Jyoti, or any confusion?
No,
When
sir.
we choose methods, methods are used for code reusability. When we choose methods,
When you want to use multiple times
yes,
same.
whenever we want to perform any operation multiple times in our project, then we choose methods, isn't it?
That's
Suppose whenever
yes.
we want to perform any operation single time, then just write the program. No need to create method. Why? Only one time, effort same. See, observe, methods are used for code reusability. Code reusability. Next point, just a minute. Why methods? All of you put mute. Next point, when we choose methods, just a minute. I already discussed. Whenever we want to perform any operation multiple times, then choose. See, whenever we want to perform same operation multiple times, then we choose methods. Okay. Next, observe this point. Pavani, observe this point. Methods are also known as functions. In structured programming, example C language, we use functions, built-in and user-defined. Built-in functions limited only for some general purpose, general topics, but user-defined unlimited, you can create a number of functions. In structured programming, example C language, we use functions. In object-oriented programming, example Java language, we use methods, built-in methods and user-defined methods. Any confusion?
No, sir. Clear.
Okay, cool. Observe. In structured programming. In structured, C is structured programming language. In structured programming, example, C language. C language, we use functions. We use functions. Here we have two types of functions. One is built-in functions and
User-defined.
user defined. User defined. Built-in function. Just a minute. User defined functions. Next, in object-oriented programming, in object-oriented programming, for example, Java language, Java language, just a minute. We use
Methods.
Methods. Here also same two types. Built-in methods, or you can say predefined methods. Next, user-defined methods. Next, two types. Just a theoretical approach. In practical chapter, you can get more clarity. Anyhow, this complete chapter takes nearly 4 hours. 2 plus 2, built-in 2, user-defined 2. Two types of methods. Two types of methods in Java. Two types of methods in Java. What are they? One is built-in, or you can say predefined, defined methods. Next, second one, user defined methods. Observe on small classification. Pavan is small classification. Say in Java we have some categories of built-in methods. Our test automation point of view, 4 categories important that we will discuss. Number methods means operation on numbers. Next, character methods. Methods on characters means operations on characters. Next important one, string methods. Next, string methods means operations on strings. Next, array methods, operations on arrays, etc. Okay. Next, second one, just a minute. User defined methods. Observe Vijay Bhairappa. Here we have two types of methods. Methods with returning value. Say in VB script we can find functions instead of methods for reusability. There are also two types of user defined functions. One is sub procedure, won't return any value. Another is function procedure, can return a value. Say methods without returning any value. Next, methods with return a value. Methods with just a minute. Without returning a value. Next, method with returning a value. Again, another classification is there. Methods with returning value category, static and non-static. What is static? What is non-static? That we will discuss later. Non-static methods. In the second one also, just a minute. Without with returning value also, static, non-static. Say this is the classification. Just a minute. Small note. In Visual Basic Scripting Edition, short form is VB script, UFT, Unified Functional Testing. We use functions for code reusability. Next, in Java, here we use in Selenium. We use methods for code reusability. Okay, now Sirisha, any confusion?
No, sir.
Okay, cool. Observe Vijay Bhairappa. Before moving to next topic, here we discussed what is method, why methods, and when we choose methods. Next, categories of methods. We have two types of methods in Java. One is built-in, and another is user-defined. And I mentioned categories of built-in methods. What are the important categories of built-in methods? Vijay. Important
Sir,
categories
there
of
are
built-in methods.
Sir, important categories of built-in methods are numbers, characters, string, and
Number
arrays.
methods, character methods, string methods, array methods.
And array methods, sir.
Okay, cool. Preeti Joshi. Types of user-defined methods. Basically two types. Again, each category types. Total 4 types. 2 types, 2 subtypes each category.
Method with returning value
Ah.
and method without returning any value.
Next subtypes, static and non-static
Static and
methods.
non-static. Yeah.
Okay. Preeti Joshi, you guide me. Come to this one. Exception handling. Exception handling. Say in computer programming, exception is an abnormal condition. An exception is an event that occurs during the execution of a program that disrupts the normal flow of instructions. Next point, the exception handling in Java is one of the powerful mechanisms to handle runtime errors. See this exception handling for handling runtime errors. In computer programming, you can find two types of errors. One is syntax errors, another is runtime errors. Syntax errors, before execution you can rectify them. Otherwise, they will show error. If you try to execute it, they won't program won't execute. So, if any system grammar errors means syntax errors, before execution only you can rectify. After execution, you will get runtime errors. In order to avoid some type of runtime errors, we use exception handling. We use exception handling. When we go for that one, that I will explain. Anyhow, in exception handling chapter, you can get more clarity, just theoretical approach. In computer programming, exception, just a minute. Exception is an abnormal condition. Next, an exception is an event that occurs during the execution. During the execution of a program that disturbs the normal flow of instructions. Okay. Next, the exception handling. The exception handling in Java is one of the powerful mechanism to handle runtime errors. Observe Preeti Joshi, one small problem I will show. Observe Preeti Joshi. Suppose int a within the same statement we can assign value. Observe Preeti Joshi. Is it correct syntax or incorrect? Correct or incorrect?
It's correct.
It is correct. Just a minute. Correct. Next, observe. Suppose int a equal to 100. This one.
It is incorrect.
Why? No
There is
semicolon. In Java, every line or every statement should end with semicolon. It is syntax error. say before executing this program only it will show error. If you try to execute, it won't execute. It will show some errors are there like. Then you can easily rectify. These two are syntax error. Syntax errors. The second one syntax error, first one correct. This is this example for syntax error. Next, observe Preeti Joshi. Int b equal to 10/2. Is it correct or any error, Preeti Joshi?
I think it is correct.
Correct only. Correct only. Next, suppose int, just a minute, int c equal to 10/0, both are numbers. Tell me, Preeti Joshi, is it correct or incorrect? Correct syntax or incorrect
It is
syntax?
correct. Correct syntax.
Correct syntax, but it won't execute. Runtime error. Why? Something by 0 infinity na. So runtime error. Say it won't show any syntax error, but when you try to execute, after execution you can get runtime error. Here exception is required. How to use that we will discuss later. You observe Pavani observe. You don't focus on the syntax, just observe Pavani. Int square brackets, the array symbol, suppose a of 3 size of this one is 3. Suppose index a of 0 curly braces equal to 10. Next, suppose a of 10 equal to 20. Observe Smriti, not Smriti, Preeti. First one, integer type array, correct only. Second
Yeah.
one also correct syntax. Here no system grammar error, but it leads to runtime error na.
Yes, sir.
Say a of 3 means we can store 3 values. A of 0, first index, A of 1, A of 2, but A of 10 out of range. Say
Yes, sir.
runtime only, but not this one design time, or you can say syntax error. Here exception is required. Okay, now Preeti, shall we move to next topic?
Yes, sir.
Observe Sirisha, guide me this one. Vijay, are you following? Vijay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Sirisha, observe Sirisha. Next one, just a minute. Java, object oriented programming. Java object oriented programming. That concept is oops, Java oops. Observe. Sirisha, we discussed 4 fundamentals of oops or 4 important topics of oops. What are they?
Yes,
List
sir.
out.
Inheritance,
Inheritance, good.
polymorphism,
Good. Just a minute. Inheritance. Next, polymorphism. Polymorphism.
abstraction,
Next, abstraction. Abstraction. Next,
encapsulation.
encapsulation. Encapsulation. Encapsulation. Okay, first I am taking inheritance. Inheritance. Say inheritance is a mechanism in which one object acquires inheritance. Inherited means reused. Inheritance, reuse. Inheritance is a mechanism in which one object acquires all the properties and behaviors of parent object. What are the properties and what are the behaviors that we will discuss later. Next, using inheritance, we can create classes that are built in upon existing classes. Next, when we inherit from an existing class, then we can reuse methods and fields. Fields means variables from the parent class. Observe inheritance. Inheritance, just a minute. Inheritance is a mechanism in which one object acquires, just a minute, acquires all the properties and behaviors of a parent. Just a minute. Parent object. Next, using inheritance, we can create classes that are built in upon existing classes. Next, just a minute. When we inherit means reuse. When we inherit from an existing class, then we can reuse methods and fields, variables and fields from the class. Observe, Vijay. Java supports two types of inheritance. First one, single inheritance, parent-child. Single inheritance. Example, class B. Using extends keyword, we can inherit classes. Using extends keyword, we can inherit classes from one class to another. Class A. Observe Smriti Pandey. Smriti.
Yes, sir.
In this example, which one is parent, class B or class A?
Class B is parent, sir.
Class B is parent. Concentrate. Class A is parent. Class B extends from class A. Which one is parent?
Class A is parent, sir, right?
Class A is. Concentrate. Okay. Class, observe. In this scenario, class B is child and class A is parent. Okay. Observe Pavane in this, observe Smriti Pandey. Here,
Yes, sir.
In this scenario, we can inherit methods and fields, means variables, from class A. Suppose in class A, two methods are there. You can reuse those methods in class B also, and you can add some more methods. You can create new methods in class B. Suppose in class B you created 3 methods. 2 plus 3, 5 methods can be used in B. Next, it supports multi-level inheritance. Multi-level. Observe Vijaya. Multi-level inheritance. What is multi-level inheritance? Observe. Class B extends class A. Here class A parent, class B this one child. Suppose class C extends class B. Observe in this scenario, class A is parent, class B is child, class C is subchild. Suppose in class A two methods are there, class B two methods, class C two methods. Example. In class A you can use those two methods. In class B, parent two methods and own two methods, B methods. 2 plus 2, 4 you can use. Suppose in class C, you can use class C two methods, parent, nearest parent, class B two methods, and grandparent class A 2 methods, 2 plus 2 plus 2 6 methods. This is multi-level inheritance. Any confusion, Vijaya?
No, sir.
Next, observe this Java doesn't support multiple. What is multiple? I will show. Multiple inheritance. Say, first of all, Java doesn't support. Java doesn't support this type of inheritance. What is this one? I will show. Observe, Vijaya. Suppose class B extends class A. It is okay. Next, class B, same class B extends class Z. Incorrect. Why? Suppose here two parents for class B. Confusion. No sequence. Confusion. Suppose in class A, one method is there called ABCD. In class Z also same name, with same name another method is there, that is also ABCD. Class A method implementation is different from class Z. That time confusion. So this is called as diamond problem. Java doesn't support multiple inheritance. Okay now? Is there any confusion?
No, sir.
Okay. Now come Jyotirmai, second topic. Guide me, Jyotirmai, second topic in whoops. Polymorphism. Good.
Yes, sir.
Polymorphism. All of you put mute except Jyotirmai. What is polymorphism? Polymorphism. Performing tasks in different ways. Suppose doing the same job in different ways, like performing tasks in different ways. Polymorphism derived from two Greek words. Poly means many. Morphs means forms or ways. So polymorphism means many ways. In Java, we have two types of polymorphism. One is compile time polymorphism, or you can say method overloading. Next, runtime polymorphism, or you can say method overriding. Just a minute. Polymorphism. See, VB script is object-based language, not object-oriented. VB script doesn't support polymorphism. Say, performing tasks in different ways is called polymorphism. Next, polymorphism derived from two Greek words. What are the two Greek words? Poly. Poly means many. Next, morphs. Morphs means forms. forms, or you can say ways. So polymorphism means many ways. Just a minute. Many ways. Here, two types of polymorphism. Two types of polymorphism. What are the two types of polymorphism? One is compile time. Okay, Jyotirmay, put mute for some time. Avoid the noise. Compile time polymorphism, or you can say method overloading single word. Overloading. Next, runtime. Runtime polymorphism or method overriding single word. Just a minute. Or method overriding. Okay, this is a brief introduction about polymorphism. Okay, now Smriti Pandey, any confusion? Polymorphism, how to
I'm
achieve
good, sir.
polymorphism, that I will explain in practical chapter. Smriti Pandey, you only guide me for the third topic. What is the third topic?
Abstraction.
Abstraction. Just a minute. Abstraction. Say, abstraction is a process of hiding implementation details and showing functionality to the user. It shows things to the user and hides implementation details. For example, sending email. You know how to send email, but you don't know internal process of email sending. Just understanding. Next, abstraction focuses on what the object does instead of how it does. Abstraction can be achieved in two ways. One is using abstract class, another is interface. Interface also as like Java class. We write Java code in interface, but class is different and interface is different. What is the difference? That we will discuss later. Okay, observe the points. Abstraction is a process of hiding implementation details and showing functionality to the user. Okay, next point, it shows things to the user and hides implementation details. Next, abstraction focuses on what the object, just a minute, what the object does uh, instead of how it does, okay. Say abstraction can be achieved. Abstraction can be achieved in two ways. Just a minute. Two ways. One is abstraction class. See, class has two types, not abstraction. Abstract. So usually Java class has two types. Concrete class or general class means complete class. Abstract class means incomplete class. How to create that we will discuss later. Two, interface as like Java class. Interface. Okay, na Smriti Pandey, any conclusion? And one more thing, in our test automation, this abstraction concept, limited use or no use. See, after this, one more point is there. After explaining that point, I will provide the conclusion. Usage of Java in Selenium. Continue. Fourth
So
one,
next one is, yeah, encapsulation.
encapsulation. Encapsulation. Observe Smriti Pandey. Encapsulation is a process of wrapping code and data together into a single unit. Encapsulation provides control over the data. Encapsulation provides control over the data. Observe. Encapsulation is a process of wrapping, just a minute, wrapping code and data together into a single unit, into a single unit. Next, encapsulation, just a minute. Encapsulation provides control over the data. Is also developer's concern, just understand. Control over the data. Actually, these are the concepts. Next, some more concepts are there. Just 2 points observe. Smriti Pandey. Java. Here observe the hierarchy. Java project. See, first we create Java project. What is Java project? Is a group of similar or interrelated similar type of packages. How to create project, how to create package, and how to create class and interface. That I will explain in practical chapter tomorrow onwards. Same is a group of similar type of packages. Next, Java package. Java package is a similar type of classes, not only classes, interfaces and optional sub packages, etc. See, we have two types of packages in Java. Two types of packages. One is built-in. When we use built-in, that I will show. Built-in packages, or you can say predefined packages. Next, user defined packages. Okay. Next, observe Smriti Pandey.
Yes, sir.
Java programming structure. Java programming structure. Just a minute. First we create Java project. Just a minute. Under Java project we create Java package. Next, sub package optional. Under this Java package we create classes, multiple classes. And one more thing, under Java project also you can create one or more packages. Next, classes. Next, interfaces. Observe. We write Java code. In Java classes and interfaces also. But our test automation point of view, interfaces not required, only class. Okay. Observe Vijaya. This is about overview of Java language.